that. That was nice. That was really nice. And it improved my mood, which is important right now because I feel like I'm going crazy. People last week were like, oh, Rhani's getting better. That was a lie. It's not. Rhani's worse because Rhani's moving this week. Does he have a home settled? No. Still waiting. Hopefully they approve it. And I don't feel so good. But you know what I did? You know what I did to feel better, Spicer?
What'd you do? Tell me.
I read the saddest chapter of the entire Song of Ice and Fire series. And you know what? It did not improve my mood. It made me very sad, but like it's so well written and I want to talk about it and I want to talk about it with you because you're my best friend. and I don't appreciate you enough. Do you feel appreciated right now?
I feel something.
Do you feel threatened?
Do you fear death?
I don't fear death. I welcome death. I say, please take me. I beg of you. Let me go.
You said, Maester, pour me out some of your strangler. Pour me your strongest strangler.
Put all those crystals in my wine cup. I will down it. Do I like wine? Not really. Will I down it to achieve the sweet release of death from this world? Absolutely. I'm there, baby. And no more boxes, no more packing, no more moving trucks, no more apartment hunting.
No more boxes. Please.
Boo. Halfway through saying, I'm like, oh, you're gonna sing that damn song. You're gonna damn it. Welcome to A Song of Spice and Rhani, a Game of Thrones, Song of Ice and Fire podcast for the girls, the gays, and the days, and the well-behaved straights. Woo, 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 woo. That was for you, straights. I am your host, the good one, Rhani.
And I am your host, apparently the bad one, Spicer.
No, you could be something else. You could be like the wicked one. Like, ooh, I'm the good witch and you're the wicked witch.
Oh yeah. But we've already
letting you be alpha.
But you're always alpha, and I'm always Glinda. We've been through this so many times. Like
I know. I wanted to like give it to you and be like, oh my god, look how kind I'm being. But like, no, I'm alpha.
No, don't lie to me. Don't patronize me.
No, I'm sorry. You're Ariana. Hey, it's fine. Hey. That's great.
Yeah.
But anyway, every single week we're gonna go over. See, I fucked up the line because it's different this week. Every single week, normally, we will go over 3 chapters of the A Song of Ice and Fire book series, discussing theories, what happens, and talking about our favorite deaths. Death certainly came this week, but we won't get to that quite yet. What's alive, Spicer? Let's not talk about death because it's too tempting. What's alive for you? What can I hold on to?
Free concerts at Lincoln Center. If you're in New York City, they got the Summer for the City right now, and it's all these free concerts, or like pay what you will, so you can go see all this classical music for like $5, and then they got free concerts. I saw a concert of Chinese pop music last night. Didn't know I needed that. Chinese death metal. Weird. Did not know that was a subgenre that existed, but it does. And it was for video games, and there were lots of nerds, and I for once felt not like a nerd, because you don't know nerd. Like, we think we're nerdy here, sitting talking about the Song of Ice and Fire. We ain't shit. We ain't shit. We are worms compared to these fucking nerds who came so fiercely dressed in their cosplay of this weird anthropomorphic like defense-based game from China. They were here, they were screaming over these songs that apparently are very big, and me and my friend from China who's from Guangzhou were like, what? What is this? I guess this is a really big deal for huge for them. Huge day for them.
Just to be clear, the reason you're giving me for living is a free concert series 2,000 miles away from me.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so excited to crawl 2,000 miles to New York City.
Well, and soon it'll be 3,000 miles. Hey.
Ooh, we're gonna be 3 hours difference time zone wise. That's gonna suck.
That's
Because I like to call you late and like late for me, so that's gonna be like the morning for you.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll answer that call at 1 in the morning.
Oh god, but well, okay, great. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. But anyway, we're reading a sad chapter, and we only did one this week because it was long as shit. So our chapter for the week was the prologue for A Clash of Kings. We're on book 2. Book 2. Woo 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 woo. Yeah, the wooing. Remember, that's for the straights because you guys are sticking around. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
We teach you feminism. You stop being misogynists.
And
I'm fine. Sorry. Yeah.
Go on, Rhani. Just start.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Nothing is real. Okay, so prologue. We meet Maester Cressen. He's an old man. He's old as shit. He's about to be 80. Like, wow, good job. And he's a maester, which means, he's the weird, like, doctor, academic man that gets sent to every major house. And boy, he's so lucky because he's the maester to Stannis Baratheon. Because, hey, we get to meet Stannis. Surely that'll be fun. Well, no, because Stannis doesn't know the meaning of fun. He's never laughed once in his life. He is confused by joy, and he's misery. He is a reflection of his island prison that he was gifted by his brother, Robert Baratheon, because he lives on Dragonstone, which is just a volcanic island rock in the middle of the ocean that they built a dragon-shaped castle on top of, and now Stannis Baratheon just lives there. Woo! He's been holed up there since he realized that Robert's children were bastards, and since Jon Arryn died. He didn't realize that they were bastards till Ned told him. But things are not super well. Cressen is like, Stannis wants to press his claim, but he doesn't have allies, and no one likes him because he's Stannis. But he doesn't want to listen to me, even though I'm the smart old man whose only job is to give advice to these lords who just have death wishes. But oh no, see, Cressen can't give his advice because the Red Woman, Melisandre, is there. She is a priestess of the Lord of Light, R'hllor, and she's whispering sweet nothings into Stannis' ears and poisoning the minds of all the Baratheons on Dragonstone. And it just sucks. It sucks because, crazy religious extremism. Woo! But don't worry, because Cressen is trying his best to give Stannis advice. Stannis promptly doesn't listen to it. He listens to his wife, who's, Melisandre's like bestie at this point. We also get to meet Shireen. Shireen is Stannis' daughter. She's got grayscale on her face because she had it as a baby. It's very sad. But it's okay, because Shireen isn't alone, because she has a bestie. A demon clown. An undead demon clown tattooed with motley on his face, and who wears a jingling crown of antlers and speaks in nothing but riddles. Why? Because he drowned, and when he was found 3 days after drowning, he was a half-crazed demon clown who only speaks in riddles that are probably prophetic. It's fine. Anyways, they're friends, because Shireen isn't sad enough. That has to be her only friend in the world. But
you forgot our pirate bestie.
Oh, I forgot our pirate bestie. I'm getting there. I'm sorry. And then, Cressen's trying to do his job, and the only man on Dragonstone who seems to, be on the same page as Cressen is Davos Seaworth, who is the best goddamn human in this whole goddamn series. I love that man. I would die for that man. Davos Seaworth is like, hey, Stannis, no one likes you. I'm sorry, I like you. But it's not your fault. No one else likes you. And Stannis is like, well, fuck you, dude. I'm still gonna make myself king. And then Maester Cressen is like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. We gotta do extreme measures. I gotta kill this red woman. This red woman is poisoning everyone. I'm a killer. I'm gonna use these little crystal strangler, tablet bullshits. I'm gonna dissolve it in wine. I'm gonna poison her. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna take a nap before this feast. And then he goes and he takes a nap. But oh no one wakes him up for the feast. That doesn't bode well. He gets downstairs. They've replaced him. He's been fired because he's old and they don't trust him anymore. He's like, oh no, their minds have been poisoned against me. I gotta get this woman. And so after they mock him in some truly horrifying ways, finally he's like, you know what? We're gonna do a murder suicide. How about that? How about that, bestie? And so he goes up to Melisandre. He's like, hey, I'm sorry, I've been a dick to you. Do you want to share a glass of wine that totally isn't poisoned right now? And Melisandre's like, bitch, I know it's poison. And she takes it, she drinks almost all of it. It's like, here, drink the last sip. He's like, fine, murder suicide, drinks it, except, oh no, her crystal glows, and poison doesn't work on her because the Lord of Light is real! And then he dies. End of chapter. Jesus Christ. God damn. I love this chapter. It's so good and sad. Hi, Spicer.
Yeah. Subtle as a gun, George.
Yeah, right?
Subtle
right.
So you know, I think, George, you can really, I think, you know, say what you mean with your whole chest, you know. I don't think your environment is really conveying the emotions of the characters. It's you know, it's so subdued for you, George. I think you should really just like let loose and let your freak flag fly, and like, you know you should show and not tell. Just, God, it's like, I'm gonna put the most miserable characters in the most miserable place, like a Dickensian fucking novel, like Lady Haversham. Like, we see our male Lady Haversham just fully in his evil Frankenstein castle on the sea.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
I also love how we get our sexy femme fatale worm tongue finally.
Very good description.
Yeah, sexy femme fatale worm tongue. Of just but with a dash of black magic. But anyways, I'm going to go through all my thoughts on this chapter because there are so many, because it was so long. It was so long. It was so long. Bodes not well for the rest of this book. We're starting at a 10. George said, "Buckle up, bitches. We're going in. We're going in, baby."
They get shorter. I promise. This is the longest one.
I was like, "Do you hate me? Like, do you hate me, Rodney? Are you gonna make me read tomes?"
I will say, past this book, yes, the chapters do kind of get this long. But for this book, the prologue is special. It's special. Okay,
fine, whatever. I also love how we start with, you know, it's so funny that like last week we discussed like, wow, the dude bros of TikTok really just do not want to like look at all of the illusions that George is giving for this messianic figure. Like, not even getting into like the fucking lore of it all, which, like, as you know, I don't give a shit about usually. But just like literary illusions of just like, this is clearly, this is Dragon Jesus, like the Gospel of George, this is Dragon Jesus. It's Lady Dragon Jesus. All the illusions that we get from messianic figures being reborn, all that shit. Guess what? Here she is, boys. Here she is, world. It's Dany, and it's like we open up the first line of this fucking book. Is, wow, there's a new comet in the sky that we've never seen that's described as being the color of flame and blood. It's almost weird that we get this like messianic fucking allusion to you know, this character. Oh my god, I just girls and gays and theys, you're good, but the dude bros of TikTok, I need you to get a little bit of literary analysis in you. Yeah. It's the star in the sky. It's literally a wise man spying a new star in the sky. Like, I don't... Yeah. George is handing it to you on a fucking silver platter. Like, I don't know what you want from him.
it's funny. I'm gonna give you like the babiest of spoilers for like this book.
Sure.
A thing that happens in this book often is like everyone is because it's all different POVs. Everyone is seeing this comment, and everyone has like a different idea of how they're interpreting it. And so I feel like the dude bros of like the TikToks, the YouTubes, they get stuck basically in the same game that the POV characters are playing, where they're like, "Ooh, well, how do we interpret it?" Forgetting the fact that the comet shows up at the end of the last novel for the first time for Daenerys. Like,
Yeah.
like that's who it was for. Everyone else is fucking up in their interpretation. How do people not get that? Anyway.
Yeah, it's almost as if it's talking about how people sort of look into signs and sort of use them to justify their own means. Like, it's like, oh god, another Sondheim illusion. It's like in Pacific Overtures, real niche Sondheim reference. But there's my favorite song is Chrysanthemum Tea in that show, which like the conceit of that show is like the Shogun is like trying to figure out what to do about the Americans showing up, and so he's like seeking the advice of like all these different people, and like he goes to like the mystics, and they're like reading the signs, and they're like spider on the wall signifies success. Whose success I cannot guess. Like, it's that. Like, that's what's happening right now. Yeah. Everyone's like, the sign, what does it mean? I don't know. Hopefully it's for me. It's not. Anyways, and also, god, old as shit. We've unlocked a new George favorite. We've talked about how George loves talking about fat people. We've talked about how George loves talking about a Luke, and George loves talking about food. He also loves talking about an old bitch. She's so old. Really? He's so old. We're gonna talk about how the veins on his hand look like a web. I did not need that description, George. It now haunts my core memory.
You're gonna keep staring at your hand, being like, "When is it happening? When will my veins look like webs?"
Like, oh god, like this is like, oh god, it's a Terrifier. Like, god, George.
It truly like. It's so viscerally uncomfortable.
Yes.
Because I get it, George. Like, old age is pain. That is what I've gotten from this chapter. Just like everything is pain, everything is agony. Your body is gone, but you still have to trudge along. And like when he's describing like the steps up to like Stannis's chamber or whatever, and the Maester has to take them, like this 80-year-old man trudging up the steps of a castle. I know there's too many stairs in this castle. I know there's too many, and this man is suffering, and I get to hear about it. I get to hear about every creak in your knee and how you feel like your hip is constantly exploding again. It's just like, god damn, I don't want to feel this. Like, stop putting this bad juju on me, George.
Well, I think it's like, it does serve a purpose, because like the symbolism of this prelude, of this prologue, of like the idea that like this old ass man who represents old Westeros, right? He's a Maester, right? One of the oldest orders in Westeros. He represents he's a follower of the faith of the Seven. But he's also a man of science, right? Like, and he's the old way that we do things. And I know, and he's literally ancient and so old. He's described as like geriatric almost. Like he's pained with climbing up the steps, and he is killed in an instance of trying to kill off the new person, right? This young, hot, evangelical who showed up on the door.
Sexy single has entered the villa.
Yeah, a new bombshell has entered the villa. And it's like, she represents this like hot new religion that's coming out from the east, and like, ooh.
Not hot new religion.
Hot. Well, is it old? Is it old?
No, hot.
Hot. Yeah, flames.
Yeah.
But like, she's part of this hot new religion. Ooh, it's coming in, and she's got new ways. And he's like, no, this is how we do things in Westeros. You make allies. You work with what you got. And she's like, no, fuck your allies. We're gonna use magic, bitch. We're gonna use magic. We're gonna use magic to kill them all. Like.
Why ally when can burn people?
We can
Seems
burn.
easier my way.
Yeah, it would just
Jesus.
yeah. She and the Targaryens, they were on the same page. But yeah, but also, which but I just wanted to sort of point out that like symbolism that's going on in this chapter of like that. I understand why. I just think it's funny that we have to talk about the veins in his hands. But then don't worry, we get Patchface. We get.
You got to meet Patchface, Spicer. How do you feel? How do you feel after meeting Patches? Patches, as we like to call him.
Patches? Is he a dog?
Patches. Yeah. That's what Shireen calls him. She calls him Patches.
Oh, okay. I did not catch that. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Demon clown. Unsettling.
I know. Oh. It's just like every 5 seconds.
It's like we know you know. We know you know. Oh. Like Jesus Christ! It's speaking in rhymes like a demonic
Ooh.
like a demonic Dr. Seuss character just like crawled out from the cut pages of the places you will go under the sea. Oh. Like I gotta God, George.
But it's such a, again, George is really good with these little details because like what better way to establish like the sadness of the character of Shireen Baratheon than like I am a child alone in this, like, again, like it would be sad enough that she was like alone in this, remote castle on a volcanic rock where there is no joy, where everything is black and dreary, but her only friend in the world is this demented clown demon
who was supposed to be this charming clown. Like they write about how like the late Lord Stannis like wrote like, I found the best fool ever. He's charming, he's funny, he tells jokes, he does tricks, he does magic, he speaks like 4 different languages and can sing in them. Like, oh, he's gonna be so great for the kids are gonna love him. Maybe he'll teach Stannis how to smile. And then whoops, dad dies in a mysterious, almost mystic related wreck. Probably not. But like
that might not. It's Storm's End. That's their castle. So like it's but still, it's like there is something weird, and like this is where we'll get into some fun. Because there are 1,000,001 theories around Patches. Because Patchface should not be alive. Like he shouldn't, because the ship went down and they found him 3 days later. So like there's lots of theories, because remember there's the only religions are not just like the old gods and the new gods and R'hllor. There's also the drowned god, so lots of people think that he is either a representative of the drowned god of the Iron Islands or perhaps the drowned god himself. So that's fun. But also I don't think we get it that much in this chapter. Melisandre like doesn't like Patchface, and we're always like, but why? Like, what's wrong? What's wrong with it? You don't like the undead water thing?
Yeah,
like Fire Lady.
Fire Lady, representative of the fire god, is like, fuck this wet guy. Like,
I don't like the cut of his jib. He seems a little sus over there.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. But I also love how like, because like also like the text painting of this whole chapter is just like beautiful, because it's like the way that it's like we get this creepy ass castle that's just filled with gargoyles. There's just gargoyles of every kind and variety. Just fucking
say that word again.
Gargoyles.
Say that word again.
Gargoyles.
Okay. You were saying it sounded like you're saying gargles.
I probably did, but
it's okay.
It's
you're still
fine.
Beautiful.
No matter what they say. No, but they it's like we get like creepy ass castle, and then like this small child with her demon clown being like, I'm scared, I had a dream about dragons eating me. The chapter after dragons were reborn into the fucking world, and there's a giant comet in the sky, subtle as a gun, George, subtle as a fucking gun. But then I love how like, because I love the internal monologue that we keep getting, the internal dialogue that we keep getting with Cressen, of just like, this is what I'm saying, and it's like, it's always like contrasted so beautifully of like, I'm gonna say the thing that I'm supposed to say right now, but then inside I'm gonna think, fuck that shit. And I love how he's like, this poor kid who, one, she's not real pretty. Sorry, kid. You're not a very attractive child. And sorry, sometimes that happens. And also, it's because you're scarred from a disease that almost killed you.
But that's the thing, like he basically starts off by like being like, even if you weren't maimed by this disease as a child, you would still be ugly because you have like the worst features of both of your parents. Like the part where he's like, you have your mother's unfortunate ears. I was like, damn, Cressen, damn, surrogate daddy, this is so mean.
Sorry, surrogate grandchild, you're Dumbo. Like I don't like
damn.
You are Dumbo, who also had really bad acne that almost killed you. But it's like, but I love how she's like, the dragons are gonna eat me, and and I love this character because I feel like this just like tells me who this character is, even though we only see him for one chapter. I love how he's like, I shall comfort the small child. Let me give you a lore dump and the history of this island to explain to you how they're not real dragons, but in fact, they are actually the depiction of the Valyrian freehold and their mysterious stone-cutting ways. It's like, Cressen, she's a child.
Yeah, but like, didn't you like lore dumps as a child?
I mean, I liked lore jumps as a child, but I was an autistic child, so it's a little different.
What are you saying about me, Spicer? What are you saying about me?
That you are smarter than the rest of them, Rhani. You're better. You're stronger. You're stronger. You're stronger than them. You're stronger. But anyways, but also, I do want to take this time. I did write this note down. You cowards, those chuckle fucks. Those chuckle fucks. I need not even name them unless they appear like the fucking Babadook or Beetlejuice. Those fucking cowards at the show.
Okay, sure.
For cutting Patchface. You fucking cowards.
I give me my demon clown, bitch. I am so angry. It's bullshit.
I'm sorry. You could have given, like, if you know who they should have fucking hired. You know who would have ate this roll up and would have had the time of his fucking, like, what's his face who played fucking Gollum?
Oh yeah. He would love this.
He would have eaten it up. He would have been like, yes, the role I was born to play, the demon clown. like Gollum ain't shit.
Don't forget, Patchface is also supposed to be obese. He's like a giant obese clown. Yeah.
Oh, that's a picture.
Yeah.
That's a picture.
Yeah.
Wait,
have you never seen like any of the artwork for it?
No, I have, and it scares me, and I look away.
I'm gonna send you some shit.
Oh my god.
There's a couple pieces that are like, Jesus Christ. I love it.
Yeah. But anyways, then we also get Sir Davos, our favorite pirate, the Pirate King.
The Pirate King. This chapter is so good at establishing like kind of Stannis's like worlds and like the people around him in such a concise way. Like, yes, it is a very long chapter, but we're like introducing an entire other like storyline wing of the series that has not been explored till now, and it does such a good job of like establishing like not only like the characters but like their qualities. And so like right off the bat, like learning who Davos is, he's like, okay, so he's the guy that helps Stannis like survive by smuggling food in during Robert's rebellion. Okay, cool. But Stannis, being Stannis, can't abide smuggling. So even though he saves him, if we want to be like square, I gotta take knuckles for your years of smuggling, because that's just like, that's the law. That's the black and white nature of Stannis and his thinking.
Yeah.
And like again, it's such like a very, just all these details are conveying so much, just like with each inclusion. It's just very smart. I love it.
Yeah, Stannis is so fucking unbearable at times, because it's like, my guy, this guy saved you, your wife, your family, your whole fucking house, your army, everything. He puts his life on the line trying to save your ass, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna reward you, but instead of just like looking the other way about all that other shit, nah, I gotta punish you for that, bitch, because I am Stannis Baratheon, and you must answer to Javert, right? Like the Javert of this fucking universe. It's literally Javert. It's literally Javert. It's literally Javert. This is Jean Valjean and Javert if like they became besties, actually. Like,
yeah. Well, because let's get the elephant out of the way, because like Javert, Stannis very clearly on the spectrum.
Oh yeah,
very clear. Like she deep on that spectrum. Like
Rhani, I will say, I feel like I looked at like my I know we always say like, oh, like I see myself in like Varys or whatever. It's like I saw myself in Stannis, like the dark side of myself. I saw like the dark image version of Spicer of like hates parties, doesn't like it when people are really loud, like it kept that comb over going way after longer than it was supposed to. He's got a comb over. Because why would I shave my head? Why would I do that? That's ridiculous. No, I'm just gonna keep my hair on, even though there's no hair left. Like, so I'm just gonna have a comb over. Like,
well, I don't think he combs it over. He just like has the grandpa strip.
Oh yeah.
Like around the outside. Like if you grew your hair now,
it's probably
no.
I have a little bit. I have some on top here. So,
you have a mohawk on top, but no, like he doesn't have the mohawk. So it's like if there was literally nothing on top and then just what's around the sides. Not that like it matters, but you know what I mean. Like, but no, it really truly is like the dark path not taken.
Yeah,
and that's fascinating.
Yeah, no, it's like sometimes we always joke like what would have happened if like Rhani hadn't bullied Spicer in college, because like I would have been Stannis. Like I would have just turned into Stannis. Like you know it. You know I would have. Stannis and Edwardian costumes. That's what I would have turned into. That's what it would have happened. Like
just brooding in your 3-piece suit and cane in the corner, just like oh.
You laugh, but you know it's true. Like,
I didn't know you gave me so much credit. That's kind, I think.
It's kind, I think. But anyways, we need to move on to my other favorite part of this whole fucking chapter, which once again, George being subtle as a fucking gun. The Rainbow Guard.
Oh my god, I love Renley Baratheon. I love that we get you in this book. And yes, the Rainbow Guard, because you know what? I need a Kingsguard now, and I don't want to like wait to get I don't want to wait to take the throne and then like get the scraps of what's left. I'm gonna like designate my own, but how do we make it different? I love a rainbow aesthetic, and I love Cressen's like little thoughts. He's like, yeah, Renly always did love bright colors and fine fabrics and and playing pretend and
watch me twirl, Danny. Watch me twirl.
You know, I'm reading that. I'm like, oh, and I am Renly. Love that so much.
Nope,
that's fine.
Same. But it's also just. The Rainbow Guard. Rainbow
Guard. Okay. I need to step in. I need to defend George's honor for a moment. So, George has said that when he dubbed the Rainbow Guard, he did not know the connotation of a rainbow flag. So he said, listen, Linda. Yeah. He said that like there were already a bunch of like color-based orders. You had the Night's Watch in black, you had the Kingsguard in white. And so when he was coming up like one for Renly, he's like, "Hey, what's left?" He's like, "Oh, well, if you're like basing it around the religion, the seven-pointed star, the crystals, rainbow is the color of the religion. So it's meant to be like a play on that, but also the fact that like Renly likes color. It's not supposed to be like I'm on the right track, baby. I was like, no, that wasn't the intent. And then after, and it just like it happened to be a happy slash baby like homophobe coincidence.
As a treat.
But
as a treat. As a treat.
No, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that I love that it was unintentional. I think that's absolutely hilarious. But no, like he didn't mean it. He wasn't intended.
It was a whoopsies. It was a whoopsie.
He stumbled into like the gay pride guard.
Oh my god. I'm not sure if I've told this story before, but it's like when my dad accidentally was in the San Diego Gay Pride Parade in like the 90s. Accidentally.
I haven't heard this one.
Oh my god, it's so funny. Like my dad was like, he's like, I was in the Gay Pride Parade once. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, in San Diego. And we lived in San Diego. He's like, I didn't realize it was Pride Day, and I like turned down the wrong street. And he's like, and I somehow like got into the parade, and he's like, and I was so confused because there was like traffic, and I was like, traffic's really bad. Why are all these people waving? Oh, they look so friendly. I'll wave back. He was in the Gay Pride Parade, and he didn't even know it. The straightest man who has ever lived, Robert Carr, was in the Gay Pride Parade in San Diego in the 90s. Like. Oh my god. Anyways, but yeah, I also wrote Not My Story Being Told with Renly as a child. Watch me twirl, daddy. And also just like, yeah, like the way that Stannis is described in this chapter is just like so like brilliant. A mouth made for frowns.
Yeah. It like everything, like it all makes sense because like the immediate like confusion is to like, wait, how is Renly like raising an army when he's like, obviously, even if you think, you know, Joffrey and the other blonde incest babies are illegitimate, why would people be going to Renly? It's like, oh, and then you meet Stannis, you're like, oh, I get it. Yeah. Oh, I get it. No one likes him.
No one. I also love how like Stannis just like bitches to like Cressen for like pages of like, no one likes me and no one ever liked me and he should have made me the hand of the king and he went to Eddard Stark and I don't want to help his stupid son and ooh I'm so angry. And it's like, you think you were going to be the prime minister? You're the worst politician in the world. You literally, the person who helped you out in a siege, you're like, but I gotta take your knuckles.
Because he's so fair, Spicer. Don't you understand? The world is in black and white. We reward the good, but we also have to punish the bad. It doesn't matter. There is no gray, Spicer. No,
go on. I'm sorry, go on.
Oh, well, I was gonna say, like, I should also introduce you to another fandom phenomenon. Because have you heard the phrase Stannis the Manus?
God, you people.
There is a faction of this fandom. There's a faction of this fandom who are just like obsessed with Stannis as a character and are like, this is the guy, this is the man, this is the rightful person, he's better than everyone else, he's the perfect king, and we believe he's the man, he is Stannis the Manus, the king who cared,
the guy I'm sorry. The guy who's like, hey friend, thank you for helping me out. I'm gonna take your knuckles now. This killjoy of a man who won't even let his own knights laugh at a banquet. Won't even let it because he doesn't have time for that nonsense. And the banquet is black bread and fish stew, and but this is the man. This is the way.
This is the man. Here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say real quick because I'm introducing you to this concept now. I think as time goes by, I think generally most people soften to Stannis a little bit. I fully think that this chapter is the worst look of Stannis that you get. It's close to the worst look you ever get.
Sure.
There are moments where like I Stannis is an interesting character, and I'm interested to see how you feel about him as he progresses. But I just needed you to know that like there is a very fervent and they are when I tell you like I will deal with the fanboys of any character. I will deal with like even though I'm a Dany stan, I will deal with a deranged Dany stan, which they can be a lot. I will deal with a deranged Jon Snow stan. Stannis the man is folk. I struggle because their passion and their refusal to debate anything is impressive.
Yeah, just this medieval accountant over here. Just
That's the man. That's our boy. That's our boy.
That's our boy. Oh God above. But also I love how like when after Cressen climbs fucking Mount Everest, climbs the pyramid of Montezuma to get to fucking Stannis, this old man who has to have his assistant who's here to replace him climb up the stairs, help him up the stairs because he's old as shit. And he finally gets up there and then he's winded and he's tired and he just wants it all to end. And then Stannis is like, I'm the rightful king. And he's like, yeah, you kind of are, but like, buddy, I don't know what to tell you. Like, no one likes you. Like, nobody likes you.
I don't know how to help you if you're not willing to bend at all, which that's, again, another really good illustration of Stannis. And like, Stannis is unyielding. He's unbendable. He doesn't, because he sees everything in black and white, there isn't a world where he's willing to compromise anything in pursuit of the throne. Yeah, I'm not going to talk to Robb. I'm not going to talk to Renley. None of them.
Not even Lady Aaron of like, hey, that might be a good alliance because like, you like, because then you can marry your kid off and then he can become king and that'll be great, right? That'll be great. And then he's like, no, which also, but then actually no, because he's almost okay with. He's almost okay with because he's like, okay, like there's not really bending to anyone, and like and then like there's still like a world of a possibility where like we could retake all the other stuff. So like, okay, fine, like I'll send a Raven, but then his fucking evangelical wife walks in.
Yeah.
And is like, I'm bathed in his blood. No, you through the power of R'hllor. The power of R'hllor compels you to do it on your own, baby. A king does not beg. A king does not beg. Like,
it's Selyse Florent is just such a unlikable character. Like, there's nothing fun about her. She's just like the deranged preacher's wife.
Yes.
Who just like is just like too deep. Like, you can't have a conversation without like religion coming up because like that's her entire personality at this point.
Yes.
And like it is so like clear why Melisandre like chose her as like the in, because she's like, oh, the one who is like bendable to my will. This is so like clearly like cult tactics and like picking like the weakling and then like like brainwashing them and so and like all of the, as we get kind of close to wrapping up here, like all of the whatchamacallit, the cruelty towards Cressen at the end there, like, and how like she specifically, like Selyse is like so ready to like make fun of him, like along with Melisandre, to the point where like Stannis is even like, hey, like fuck off, like I'm being mean to him now, but like he's still like not that bad, so like chill out. And she's like, I want to like make fun of him as an idiot. I'm like, God, it's so fucking cruel. It's just fucked up.
I just like getting fired at the company dinner that you weren't invited to, and then we're gonna humiliate you at the company dinner that you weren't invited to, and the person who's replacing me, basically Melisandre, is leading the charge of making fun of me. Like, Jesus Christ. But also, before we get too into that, I did want to say she would like the way that she is described, this femme fatale worm tongue, and the way that he's like, some would call her beautiful, but he saw her for what he was, red and terrible and red.
Red is the primary takeaway from this woman. She's so I love her introduction.
Red eyes, red eyes,
and then red hair, but it's not like normal red hair. It's like fire, like red and red. It's no, I love her introduction, and I love it's like. It's so like unnerving because when he walks into the room, he gets knocked over by Patches.
Yeah,
and then he describes like, I feel like strong hands pulling me up, and I look up and it's Melisandre. Like you're expecting like the big burly knight, but like no. So she's like probably like supernaturally strong in some way, and then like looking all like, you know, literally like satanic. It's so fun. It's like playing with that imagery is
the symbolism of like, oh, I'm gonna help you up, the representative of the old order. And then when you try to kill me, I pull a reverse Uno. Like,
yeah, I do love that we kind of treat Melisandre like Jaws in this chapter.
Yes,
in that like we talk about her. Yeah, we keep talking about her. We plant the seed. We're all like nervous at the thought of her, but she doesn't show up until like the very very end of it, and at the very end is like. That's what she like proves the like, oh no, like I'm not just like someone to be nervous around, like whisper about, like, no, I am like someone to be scared of. There is otherworldly shit going on.
Yeah.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah. I will say, just like a lesbian's dream, like this, you like lesbians, you know what I'm talking about. This is like creepy giant like otherworldly redhead who is a witch who has like otherworldly powers, is tall, is strong, and is wearing like all red. Like she would clean up at the cubby hole. You know what I'm talking about? Like she would clean up at the cubby hole. like lesbians, sound off in the comments. I know you got that fan art somewhere. I know you got that fan art. Show me the fan art. Show me the lesbian fan art of Melisandre and Cersei or something. I think Melisandre could fix Cersei. I'm gonna put this out there. I think Melisandre could fix Cersei. I think because it's that whole thing of like when a girl when somebody like finally like sleeps with another woman and they go, oh, there's another way. Like Melisandre would fix something that part of Cersei's brain that's just like not hooked up right. Melisandre would just go back there and be like, let me get that for you, babe. And then Cersei would be like, good. She'd be like, no, we all need to get along. She's
no longer a genocidal maniac. She's like, I just needed to get laid correctly.
I just needed to get laid correctly by not my brother.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, no. And then just the way that this chapter ends, once again, Shakespeare, just like fucking Shakespeare of like, I'm going to have you die while wearing the fool's hat. The representative of the old order is dying while wearing a fool's hat, while the representative of the new order is like tall and young and hot and like looking down on you like
adaptable is able to survive where the old order can't.
Yes, exactly.
Like that's like oof. And also I love this is something I love that like George does, like these prologues, like the person never gets out alive, so they're always there to kind of like establish a new danger.
Yes.
And I think that's such a like a fun thing, like contrasting this with like the prologue from the first book where we get like the introduction of the others and then like Will thinking he's going to survive, thinking that he's triumphed, and then like the body of Waymar waking up and like strangling him to death, versus here like Cressen thinks he's done it, and then like, oh no, she's surviving and now she's watching me die as I slowly strangle to death. Like, yikes.
Well, yeah, because but what's also like so brilliant about it is like George takes away the whole like Cressen knows that he's not getting out alive, right? Like yes. Cressen, because like Cressen is old, so like even if he survives today, like how many more days does this man have?
Sure.
Right, like, and so yeah. but Cressen's like, I'm old, I'm good, but I'm going to go out in a blaze of glory and take this crazy evangelical lady with me. But then like the fact that she doesn't, that's the pull of the rug that George does of like, nope, your plan super didn't work. I pulled a reverse Uno, and my evil amulet. What did Kate oh god, from SNL, the clip, that my favorite SNL like Game of Thrones clip. It's, oh god, I'm forgetting her name.
Kate McKinnon?
Kate McKinnon, when she played
Yeah.
Melisandre, she goes, "'Tis I, Melisandre, with the 1,000-year-old pussy."
Jesus.
Once again, lesbian icon Kate McKinnon playing Melisandre. My theory is proved more. Last season we were talking about how Ned is a cop. This season Melisandre is a lesbian. I will die on this hill. She is a lesbian witch. She is here to wreck every marriage in Westeros.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna fight you on this one. I won't. I, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she might not be actively being a lesbian, but she's a lesbian, right? Like this.
Yeah.
This
No,
woman,
like spiritually, she's a lesbian.
spiritually, she is a lesbian. Like,
yeah.
she's part of some weird spiritual new wave religion. She's got otherworldly powers. She's very efficient with her plans. Like, things happen, and she's like taking out like the patriarchy, one evil pill at a time. Like,
Yeah. Oh god. But I I don't know. I don't have anything else.
I'm
This
good.
chapter is
A lot.
it's so, again, I've said it, it's like it's a lot, but it's one of my favorites. I like it has such like a great arc to it, and like watching like the tragedy of this man like trying to save his like surrogate son and then failing and realizing that like, oh, like danger has come to Westeros in a way that like we're not ready.
Yeah.
And that's just like fun. That's real fun.
Yeah.
So I did a whoopsie, and I hope the audience forgives me. I did not pick a question before we started, and I'm running a little late, so I don't have time to pick one. So we will skip the question for this week. Please submit them for next week. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, I don't even know what the chapters are for next week. Damn it! I am so ill prepared, but it's fine. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about our favorite deaths, because I think we know what our favorite death is. And then while we do that, I will quickly skim the book. So Spicer, talk about your favorite death. I can't imagine who it is.
Well, actually, no. We have a couple of options because we mentioned some other deaths. Like, we mentioned Lord Stannis. We mentioned Lord Stannis. He didn't die in this chapter, but like we talk about.
Oh, you mean Stefan?
Stefan? Yeah. Lord Baratheon. Pardon me, the late Lord Baratheon.
Sure.
Like, which is like a kind of a. So I'll give him an honorary mention of like, it's fun that like we sort of meet this character even in a memory of like, he was a good guy. He was a real good mensch. But fate had other plans, and whoopsies, and then we get the sword of death of Patchface. The sword of death, not death, maybe death. What is death? What is death when when you're a primordial god trapped in a clown's body?
Yes. Patchface is just a Lovecraftian, like, eldritch horror, terror, whatever, and I'm here for it, baby.
I know.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah. But then, of course, our actual death of the week, Cressen, and like we've talked about it, just like the poetry of just like this representative of the old order croaking out under the like the weight of, like, it feels inevitable. Like, that's the other thing about this chapter is like, and he's like, but I'm gonna try anyways, and it's like it's and then you realize at the end, like, it's futile. Like, the poetry and the symbolism of what's going on, of like the way that this is in the prologue, that like George is preparing you of like shit is about to change in Westeros. Like, things, the old order is about to be wiped clean. There is going to be a new bunch of shit going on that y'all ain't ready for, and it is going to be taken care of by this lesbian witch who is here to steal your man, to steal your woman, and to destroy the patriarchy. That is her job.
No, I agree. And the only thing I would add is I think what makes this such a tragic death also is the fact that, like, he's a representative of this old order and understands how to, like, think and, like, the logic of the world, and, like, knows how to see the world. But we also, throughout the entire through the entire chapter have his doubts seeded in.
Yes.
So like he knows like what the logical meaning is, but he's worried. Like he like sees the comment, he's like, omens aren't real, but I kind of think this might be an omen. And like that little seed of doubt, having it be there the whole time as he like tries to grasp on to the logic as his like lotus stone, and then having like his final moments being like the doubt consuming him and realizing that it was like true, and like, oh no, I like this is real, and like what I have held on to as like truth and like knowledge as power like isn't actually it. There's more to this world, and that's terrifying in his final moments is so like gut-wrenching. Just like damn.
It reminds me of something that you said once where like we were like talking about like the political climate. This is like 5, 6, 7 years ago at this point. So,
okay.
Yeah. It was like post Trump getting elected the first time. It was during 2020. I remember it was during the pandemic, and it was during the election. And you were like, I feel like 5 years ago I could have told you exactly what was going to happen, and I would have been right on the money. But like everything's changed so dramatically that I just don't even know what's going to happen anymore. Just because like all of the things that like used to make my calculations right and my logic right have changed. And that's what's happening with Cressen in this moment. He would have been right even a year ago, but the problem is everything is so dramatically changed, and he doesn't even know the new rules of the game, right?
Yeah,
he is so
all of his like points of reference are like they're now meaningless.
Yeah,
so like he has nothing to like ground himself to make those calculations, because like the world is shifting beneath him now. Like ugh.
Yeah. Anyways, pour one out for Cressen.
Pour one out for Cressen. And then as for next week our chapters are Arya I, Sansa I, and Tyrion I. So enjoy yourselves, read those 3 chapters, and then we will chit chat about them. It's gonna be very fun. We're in a new book, yay! And then next week, hopefully, I will be in an apartment and not be homeless. We'll see. Show up next week
to find out what happens to our hero.
Woo! Try not to cry. Okay, thank you all for listening. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a great week, and say goodbye, Spicer.
Goodbye, Spicer.